You know, some years ago, I never really cared about my birthday. It would pass. Sometimes I'll do something. Sometimes I would not. But that was especially when I started having kids because I just got busy with being a mom and a wife that I forgot that one day that God brought me to this earth. Until the day when I met somebody that changed my mindset about that. A couple of years back, I went to the hospital. A journey or a drive that could have been about 19 minutes took me over 2 hours, 30 minutes. I was in a critical state. There was nobody around. Everybody around me was very far away. When I got to the hospital, I was told that it's only by the grace of God that I got there. But I was in a critical state when I got in, that they had to be rushing over me. Some people saw me and they started crying because I guess I was looking pretty bad. But one thing I noticed was this older lady. She was laying in her bed with a crown on her head. The bird just pooped on my screen. I just washed my car. Anyway, I guess that's a blessing, a birthday blessing, right? So back to my story. I saw this old lady in the corner there. She had a crown on her head, just like this one right here. It's still my birthday. Oops, I made a mess. But anyway, you know what I mean. God saved my life that day because I remember when I was taken on that stretcher. Is it a stretcher or whatever? You who work in the hospital, you probably know that, but better than me. So anyway, I could see the flash of my life going and I started asking myself questions. I said, God, so this is it? So this is all I've been able to achieve? Have I been a good person? Have I impacted my community? Have I been a good mom? Have I been a good wife? Have I been a good friend? Have I been a good sister? I just was asking myself questions, and I just started telling God to forgive me for every, shortcoming, everything that I didn't do right. The next day after this incident, I went to the cafeteria and I saw that older lady that I had seen the previous day who had a crown on her head. She still had a crown, and then she had a sash on her that says birthday girl. I greeted her and I said, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. And I told her, she gave me so much hope yesterday when I saw her looking so strong, even though I can tell that she's not feeling too well. She said, yeah, because it was her birthday. And she said to me, she said, you know what? We only have two important days, important events in our lives. The day we're born and the day we die. Unfortunately, the second time, which is when we die, we're not really here to celebrate. That is why we have to celebrate the day we were born, as if it was our last. And she said to me, while you can, save whatever you can save for that specific day. Cook a nice dinner, get yourself a nice dress, do something, make some sacrifice. Look good on that day. Because that's the day you were born. That's the most important event you can have while you are still here on earth. And I told her thank you. When I separated from her, I made up my mind and I told myself my birthday will become the most important day, because that's the day I bravely got into this earth. Some kids didn't make it, but I've been here for so many years and I've impacted lives. One more thing that lady told me, she said, if not for her birthday, she will not have these beautiful kids that were sitting all around her. She will not have her grandbabies who she adores so much. She will not have her church community that love her so much. She will not have been one of the greatest teachers of her time. And I told myself that's true. If not for the day you were born, you will not be here. Whether you've been a good impact or a bad impact, you will not be here. So, that's it. I want to wish a happy birthday to all those who are celebrating their birthdays today.